Let's talk about my recording setup here. Well, this is the heart of it. The Tascam SD24. Record everything on the micro SD cards. Monitoring down there, and all JBLs. There's my drum machine, which we're trying to move away from now. And this is my sort of studio big diaphragm condenser that I use, but it's a little bit too sensitive, so I have not been using it that much. This is what I use for all my acoustic guitar recording. Now, we'll start with the pedals. This top pedal board I use for all my electric guitar parts, and then it goes into the katana. The katana I use for overdrives, amp sounds, and I use some modulation and everything else. I just use the phaser or the compressor right away. And then underneath that is the big pedal board. This is the one that I use to simulate keyboards. You've got compressor going in, Mellotron, Mel 9, organ, C9, and this is basically synth, or I call it Vangelis in a box. And then we have all the ambient stuff after that. Phaser, chorus, reverb, and delay. This phaser here is my favorite. Use that on a lot of guitar parts. That's a very simple, straightforward phaser. We'll go on to acoustic guitars. There are quite a few. This is my best playing one, and it kind of does not change at all, no matter what the weather. It's a Seagull. It's not my best sounding, but plays good. And no matter how hard you run the heater or whatever, it stays stable. This and here, the guitar only I like. I have a friend who likes to play classical guitar. He complimented me on how nice it sounded and how utterly unplayable it is for a classical guitarist. It's an Ovation. And the reason why it's unplayable for classical guitars is because, one, too big, two, very slippery back, plastic, rounded. You can't get into a proper classical playing position. But if you play it like a folk guitar, in sort of position, you can get all your classical licks in that way. You just have to adjust a little bit. Of course, no studio is complete without something with too many strings. Oliver's 12 string is quite a beast. It's very heavy. The neck is very thick. It's playable for me, and it's been working good for a 12 string. It is still a 12 string though. And 12 strings are not twice as hard to tune. They're 4 times as hard. And then this is the big money guitar right here. Gibson L130. Bought that back in beginning and end of 2001, early 2002. It's been with me ever since. Had a lot of work done to it, but it sounds pretty brilliant. And use it for a lot of acoustic parts. Recent expansion. I've been wanting to get some more live drum sounds. So, got a cajon and a cymbal stand under cymbals. Oh, this is my small crash. Behind it, that's my China. Here's a splash. Here's my big ride. And below that is the big crash. So you get a variety of percussion sounds. Keep it from just hearing the stupid drum machine. Well, let's get into electrics. This has been the one I've been using the most lately. It's 72 thin line. Humbuckers are pretty bright and chimey, so you know, just like the old wide range humbuckers were. So I don't even see a need to upgrade. And also, I'll just tell it here, both thin line. The nice thing about thin lines, I get them because of weight reduction. I don't think it's some magical hollow body thing. And then of course this one's my P90 sound. And the Jazzmaster housings, but they're definitely P90, more P90 style pickups because they're darker, more mid-rangey than what I've used in the past. These pickups are great rock pickups. I don't know if I'll ever order parts from these guys again though. It's just not working out that good. Same thing with these two. Dumped way too much money for what I got out of it. And then here's the old the narwhal. And the narwhal is a beast. Extremely heavy beast. But sounds good for some things. Very, very playable, but it's, you know, you got to deal with the weight. And my bass, Yamaha with active pickups. Gives a great sort of jazzy sort of sound. Sort of like it works for a lot of stuff. Sometimes I want more rock sound. It doesn't quite get that in any of the settings. I guess I'll need a passive P bass, and that'll give you an idea of what we got here. Oh, yeah.